So today it's clear. Nowadays it's very expensive to hire a man who has the color black of his skin. It will cost you $130 million apparently. What hypocrisy. I don't see any white people getting paid $130 million or so when someone would call them, let's say, Alba, which means white in Latin. Then why should a black man get paid $130 million be called nigger, which is black in Latin? Talk about fooled. You guys been duped. Now, a loyal worker who has been offended at the work, why would he go against the company and steal $130 million for his emotional pain that he says he has, being called nigger, which means black? If he was black, they were just speaking the truth, were they not? What hypocrisy. If this man was loyal to the company and was a good worker, wouldn't he instead have sued the men or women who offended him? I don't think Elon personally or the company itself made the offense, was it? But there were other workers, according to this black man, who made it. Wasn't that so? Then why did the company have to pay for it? Why did the man who owns the company have to pay for it? And the man who sued the company, I mean, what conscience does he have to steal that money from a man who gave him the work, who was nice enough to give him that work? Doesn't sound very loyal to me. Now, Elon, this is for you. If you ever watch this, I assume that you missed my last video. I warned about this. I had a dream for you. You had hired two black men and they didn't think like you. They had another mission than you. Clearly you see it now. Cost you $130 million. Maybe not so much in your pocket, still a lot of money. You know, Jesus, he warned us. The thief only comes to kill, steal, and destroy. The thing is, in my dream, I saw two of them. Maybe you should make a wise decision and make a leave for the other one who is still there before he also takes the rest from you. Peace be with you. In addition to this, let's just talk a little bit about racism. Okay, so there is a man then who gets $130 million for feeling offended when someone is clearly just speaking a word that is truth. Let's say there was a white man and a black man would come and call him Alba, which means white in Latin. And that white man would feel offended that the black man is using a word from another language expressing what he is, white. And so the white man would be offended and say that, well, I want $130 million for my emotional scars from you speaking that truthful word against me. Now, I don't see that happening. I have still, up until this day, not seen a Christian getting paid for their emotional scars from someone blaspheming the name of God in their face, mocking them, spitting on them, lying to them, persecuting them, mocking them. I mean, the same principle should apply, should it not? Then obviously the country would be the sort of the company that would have to pay. They seem to be working like that. So if we have that mindset, then surely all the Christians should get paid $130 million minimum each from your country. And so this whole thing that you just made is hypocrisy. because you just made it so that you excluded all the other ones who were worthy to get paid for their emotional scars, and you made it to one man on a company that was actually not worthy to get that. He was just offended wrongly. Now, if we would pay everyone who feels offended when someone speaks the truth, and I mean, you can just start digging up the money and pay out. We all should be rich by now. So what about all the other employees at Tesla who are whites, let's say? What about their emotional scars seeing that, well, there's one black dude who is worth $130 million and the rest of you is worth nothing? So, I mean, you just made it quite racial. You made it racial. It was not racial. There was no racial issue before it. It was one man who was offended wrongly. There are many people getting offended when people are speaking. Jesus said it like this: those who are not offended by my words are blessed. I guess he was not blessed. Now he is in a different way, but he made a lot of other people not so happy. I don't see that as a blessing. Now you know what a curse is. Don't invite the curses. Be wise. We all know this is not a stereotype. I've been to the US myself. I've heard it, the N-word, spoken by those who should be offended by it, as they say, but they are happy enough to speak it to themselves and to others who are the N-word. So, again, hypocrisy. And just for the record, for you who watch this and you think this is a racist message, I would have said the same thing if it was one white man amongst 100 or 200, or how many Tesla has, like 1,000 employees maybe, and there would be one white man who was called Alba, and he felt offended and he got $130 million. I would have said the same thing. Hypocrisy, racism. And just, even if it wasn't about the N-word, and it was really, really bad for that man in other ways, it's still not making it okay to steal $130 million from a company that gave him a job when it was not the company itself who made it. It's just clear as day. But I guess you have fallen so far to actually make the right judgments. You have fallen so far and you're bowing down to Satan. What if I say it was all a mission? It was already pre-planned. Now surely some people would get offended by it. I'm just saying, what if? Now surely when you look at people like celebrities getting accusations of having sexual abuse or such things that people don't believe and seems like out of the blue, but they want money for it. They want some money. They want to cash in big. I mean, there are several ways for true liars. And if you can watch a movie and you can't discern a liar, you can't discern when they are lying. You even cry at movies, and you can't discern that they are lying there with their emotions of mostly. Then how can you discern a liar in public? How can you discern a thief in public? You can't. Oh yeah, there is a solution. Jesus Christ.